Good evening and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. I am Antonio Day. We begin with news in Grenada. In Grenada, the opposition New National Party opposes legislation to lower age of civil responsibility from 18 to 16, which would allow minors to access sexual and reproductive health treatment without parental permission. The Dicken Mitchell government aims to amend the Age of Civil Legal Responsibility Amendment Act of 2025 to redefine, minister, and lower the consent age for sexual and reproductive health treatment. However, opposition leader Emmalin Pierre stated that the NNP will not support any bill allowing the age for civil legal responsibility to drop from 18 to 16, nor permitting a minister to enable a 12-year-old to make decisions without parental consent. The proposed legislation appears to be an outcome of the Spotlight initiatives, which were launched in 2020 and concluded in November 2023. The focus was the reduction in prevalence and incidence of family violence through a review process. The review led to new legislation or amendments to existing legislation. Under the proposed legislation, a minor aged 16 or older can consent to any sexual or reproductive health treatment, including diagnostics, with their consent, as effective as if they were of full age. The bill defines sexual and reproductive health treatment as medical, surgical, or counseling services that support an individual's sexual and reproductive health, including access to contraceptives and diagnosis, treatment and prevention of STIs, including HIV/AIDS. It also provides for sexual health education, risk assessment, and counseling. Over to news in Haiti. The Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs reported that the escalating violence and displacement are driving severe humanitarian needs in Haiti. UN spokesman Stéphane Dujarric stated that over 217,000 children have been screened for acute malnutrition this year, with more than 21,500 admitted for severe treatment, representing 17% of the projected 129,000 children needing life-saving care. According to the Integrated Food Security Phase classification, about 5.7 million people, over half of Haiti's population, face acute food insecurity. Additionally, more than 1,600 schools are closed, a significant increase since the year's start. Dujarric emphasized that less than 9% of the $908 million needed for the humanitarian response has been received. And finally, with some international news. The New York Immigration Coalition, NYIC, representing over 200 immigrants and refugee rights groups in New York, has revealed a video showing inhumane conditions at a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Lower Manhattan. Tricia McLaughlin, Assistant Secretary of DHS, stated, and I quote, that 26 Federal Plaza is not a detention center. It is a federal building with an IC office inside. In response, the NYC argued that the video corroborates widespread accounts from individuals inside the facility, stating, and I quote, they are detained there for days and weeks at a time without access to showers, medication, or a change of clothes, forced to sleep on the floor, and provided with minimum food and outside contact. End of quote. Furthermore, Assistant Secretary McLaughlin asserted any claim that there is overcrowding or substandard conditions is categorically false. However, the NYIC contended that the video demonstrates that Caribbean and other immigrants detained on the 10th floor are being held in crowded and unsanitary conditions. Thank you for watching. I am Antonio Day. Goodbye for now.